Tottenham must return to Wembley this Sunday, and they will face bitter rivals Chelsea as they look to kick the apparent Wembley curse that has afflicted the team. Spurs played their Champions League games at the National Stadium last season and crashed out in the group stages before also losing to Gent in the Europa League over 2 legs. This weekend, then, offers a fine chance for Mauricio Pochettino's men to get off to a solid start, following a 20-win over Newcastle United at St James Park last weekend. Pochettino was offered a significant boost last weekend, as he was able to field Heung-min Son from the bench, with the attacker available for selection against Chelsea. Kieran Trippier remains injured, and it remains to be seen if the Argentine will opt to field 20-year-old Kyle Walker-Peters after his superb debut against the Magpies last weekend. Georges Kevin Gaudu remains on the sidelines with a foot injury, meanwhile, with Eric Lamela also sidelined with a long-term hip injury. Danny Rose is also ruled out with a knee ligament injury, but he may not play for the club again after criticising the transfer dealings in an explosive interview with The Sun prior to the Newcastle game. No Tottenham player is suspended for the trip to St James Park, with Dele Alli's ongoing 3-match ban only valid for European competition. Alli, 21, to score with double-bet Chelsea, though, are without both Gary Cahill and Cesc Fabregas following the red cards against Burnley last week. Pochettino has a significant decision to make at right-back. With Trippier injured, Walker-Peters deputised successfully last weekend, though he was facing newly promoted opposition instead of last season's champions. Eric Dier is also able to play at right-back, and may be trusted there if his manager does not want to risk the 20-year-old. Elsewhere, Victor Wanyama is fit and ready to return to the first 11, and he may partner Moussa Dembele in midfield if Dier is shifted to right-back. Harry Winks is also available for selection. Moussa Sissoko, too, may see his game time cut short with Son returning to action last weekend. The Frenchman is much derided among the Spurs fan base, and Son surely offers a better attacking option than the £30 million flop. Christian Eriksen and Dele Alli are short to play, with the former sparkling against Newcastle, and the latter scoring the opening goal. Alli, however, may play on the right-hand side of a triumvirate, with Eriksen at number 10 and Son on the left. Chelsea have a number of players ruled out of the encounter with Spurs, after the debacle of the club's 3-2 defeat to Burnley. Both Cahill and Fabregas are suspended after being sent off against Sean Dyche's men, with Pedro also a major doubt with an ankle injury. Eden Hazard and Timu Bakayoko have returned to training but are short on match fitness, meaning that Antonio Conte may have to dip into his reserves to cobble an 11 together. David Luiz may be deployed in midfield while Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen will likely be fielded in a physically strong but untested back three. This will be the first ever Premier League match played at Wembley Stadium, and it will be the 58th different stadium to host a game in the competition. Chelsea have lost just 2 of their last 17 games in all competitions against Tottenham W8D7L2. Harry Kane has scored 18 goals in 21 Premier League London derbies since his brace versus Chelsea on New Year's Day in 2015. The match is being televised live on Sky Sports Premier League and Sky Sports main event and will kick off at 1:60 BST.